I know how to cut in the music. I know see the music they drum. Everybody forget the bumping head to the tune. But make it no shake. And the last hour we go jammy one, make a boogie on. Because this is the Boom Show. Like I said, so tell a friend to tell another friend to WhatsApp another friend and say that the Boom Show is large and in charge. Yeah. I said we did everywhere song. We did everywhere song. Like I said, I have a wonderful person in the studio with me tonight. But before that, I had to introduce everybody in the studio tonight. Shout outs to Ike. Shout outs to Vision with a double S. Shout outs to Evans with plenty S's at the end of his name. And the only Rasta man in the building, Simon. Boom. The ones and twos is the one and only Heavy DJ. Charlie, but why did they call you Heavy DJ? It be serious name. Anyway, we have the poet in the building. I had this young man or this big man work and then I was blown away. It took me 2 days to listen, but after I listened, trust me, it was worth it. So I have a wonderful poet in the studio with me tonight. And he goes by the name Mac Abraham. Mr. Abraham, good evening.
Good evening, boss.
What's poppin'?
Everything cool, boss.
All record.
Mad now. That will be anthem, Charles. It be anthem.
It be record. This one, if you know, you know.
You be my medicine, so my body make way. Nobody should come between me.
You know, I want us to listen to one of your works, right? Okay. And then when I come by, then we get talking.
Baby, you giving me love, you go for kill person. And some corner baby, can I ask a real question? Udo she be we are cruising the C-session. And I need Jana mention her rather than me letting go. Baby,
I'll be waiting for you.
Feel I know I'm searching for your love.
Never late for you. Shout out. I can't wait for tomorrow.
Love is politics.
This is Ghana Crusader Radio.
From childhood, I used to think it's a fairy tale about Adam and Eve until I walk into manhood and realize why Adam couldn't resist the forbidden fruit. Romeo died for Juliet. Jack of Titanic died for Rose. Samson, Hercules, Achilles, Saint Valentine was beheaded performing marriages for young lovers on February 14th. Still, man takes women for a Valentine treat. At least chocolate to show you are sweet. Otherwise, if another man likes a tweet and takes her to the street, pray she doesn't cheat. They train their hips to look good in shape, but don't train their minds to think deep in life. My sister constantly complained her husband used to buy her presents when dating, but Mr. Apreku has changed. She gets nothing anymore. How I wish I could tell my sister there is no campaign after election, because you see, love is politics. So sometimes I'm not comfortable when my friends get closer to my woman, but true love doesn't need tricks. In relationship, most protect their heart from risk of getting broken. If you don't put all your eggs in one basket, don't expect love full of buckets. The poor man has no peer. He proposes to women in their ear. They think about it for a year, but the man in Mercedes-Benz will wink his eye and he has the poor man's treasure. Women don't like sincere guys, but falls in love with the man who comes with campaign promises that never got delivered once, causes her to think twice and run after the poor man to mend their heart pieces. Cause money couldn't fill their heart spaces. Love hard when there is love to be had. Sarkodie is still with Tracy because she saw his vision and never got married to the man with television. Now she is happy watching his man's vision on their television. Love is politics. And I lost the election to a rich man because I'm poor. But if someday I win an election, I will surely write about part 2. Black is beautiful. Peace.
Black is definitely beautiful. Peace. You know, when I heard this poem, you know, I don't know, I got blown away. So first of all, what inspired you to write this?
Oh, okay. Actually, let me give shout out to all your listeners who are listening live, and
Boom.
then Yeah, who are listening to the Boom Show.
Yeah,
Man,
you gotta say boom.
Boom, man.
Say boom again.
Boom.
Boom, boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
That's what it is. Okay, yeah.
So this piece, Love is Politics, was actually inspired by a friend of mine, and then he was about to get married, and then other girls that he was meeting, there were a whole lot of like misunderstanding between them, because going the days where like you meet a girl and then like you take her to your home and then you talk about everything, and then you need to see the parents, but then my guy at the university didn't do anything like relationship, so he was having relationship problems with his relationship, and then we got into conversation, and then that conversation hit me. That particular night I couldn't sleep, because my guy was going through, like, he meet a girl, and then the girl was all about the money, not about love, and then so that particular night I couldn't sleep, Jay. I couldn't sleep. So I just said, nah, like I should give my boy a gift. So that's how come this Love is Politics was given birth.
But you sure say no be you wait and the girl they do like that.
Oh yeah, but
your paddy.
Into the inside.
Into the inside. So it means that you've been through it before.
Oh Charlie, I be relationship problem that we both go through.
So as a poet, what inspires you?
Okay, I'm actually inspired by the things that I see, the problems in the society, because we are the mouthpiece of the society. So we just have to talk about the problems. We just have to make the youth think that, hey Charlie, there's a problem here, like, and then stop those trash that we've been posting on Facebook, and then so I'm basically inspired by the things I see in the society.
Okay, talking about things that you are being inspired about, and then on the topic of money, and then love is politics. How would you break up with your woman, or what do you think is the best way to break up with your woman?
Charlie, they put me for tight corner.
Yeah. Everybody for here go do tight corner, so make no shake.
Because my shorty they listen, that be the problem.
But wait, if your shorty listen, it means say you won't break up last time.
Oh no, but
so then why you make that statement? Eh? So yeah, what do you think is the best way to break up with your girl?
Best way to break up with your girl. Like me, I'll be that kind of guy who like I just let things happen.
Just let things happen.
I just let things happen. Yeah.
Vision 2 they do song.
Vision,
he just let things happen.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So tell me, what is the writing process, or what is, because I come when it came to you, you're the first person that I heard you poem with music in the back, and then aside the music you had backups, with the breath and all that. So what goes into your work?
Okay, actually we go through a lot to make a piece a beautiful one. I just see the problem in the society. I take my pen, then I write the problems in the society. I put them in a meaningful way just to make sense to the listeners, and then we go to the studio. You just do like your first take. You come back home, you listen to everything, then you go back again. Sometimes you can even record. You take it to your boy, like the engineer, to give you some beat. So after the beat, you take it home, you listen, and then you adapt. Then you go to the studio, and then it's fire.
Okay. I think I've done a lot of introduction right now. I want to put you on the spot, so you have to give me a performance. Cool. So whenever you're ready, are you ready?
Cool. Ever ready?
Good.
Ever ready.
Oh, yeah. Oh, baby, please.
Drops of my ink, just to make the youth think. This actually piece. It's a breakup. It's a breakup piece that I made, and then it's a personal story. Childhood. Father stole my joy and memories in 2002. Mama told me the story when I was 22. A man who didn't want to falter in life, pledged before the altar to love his wedded wife, go frustrated when he was hit by strife, played away from home, married a new wife. Mama lived in a single room with children of 5. I said Mama lived in a single room with children of 5, 'cause too many children, but too little comfort. Mama went to Wadjo in 2008. A boy listening to dialogue between his broken parents who never looked each other in the face. I wept when she said he threatened her with knife in 1998. I realized Mama didn't tell me the full story. Or maybe she was scared I might become street pilgrim, because every broken home kids had a victim. It's sad when my sister became a victim. The man who lifted her skirt denied the pregnancy. Mama became bitter. Said over her dead body for father to take my little sister's bride price. Because most coward father think someday their daughters will need their company under their marriage ceremony. But I told Mama if he bought no syrup when I was coughing, it's not my responsibility to buy his coffin. If he bought no syrup when I was coughing, it's not my responsibility to buy his coffin. I lost my childhood in 2013. Mama was happy I completed high school. Told me she knows a friend who is mechanic, I should pick her too. But peer pressure caught me on the street, surrounded by crime, drugs, searching for bricks to build a home my own father broke. And the doctor and sister should make half payment before he treats Mama's stroke. The breadwinner now sleeps on a mattress with no pillow. Cause too many children, too little comfort. 2016, we almost lost Mama. My peers made it to America, but I stole away to see greener pastures out from Africa. I'm the man who put food on my family plate. Couldn't pay the trafficker, cause too many siblings, but too little comfort. 2018, I'm still questioning the man I've become. A boy who writes in prose for victims of broken homes, not to break their hopes, but to stand on their broken bricks and build Rome. Cause the stone the builder refused always become the hit cornerstone. But I've not forgotten the promise I made Mama 10 years ago. If he bought no syrup when I was coughing, it's not my responsibility to buy his coffin. If he bought no syrup when I was coughing, it's not my responsibility to buy his coffin. Call me Mackie Brown. Peace.
Call him Mac Abraham.
Sure.
Peace. Wow. Wow, I mean, everybody in the studio right now is speechless.
Run, go meet a dad. You don't wanna do.
I bet you go if you do one more for me again.
No problem.
I'd enjoy that.
No problem.
Let's go.
She's a hot. She bend over backbreaker. Steaming hot water.
The blaze. When I took my first swallow. Ignorant about the dark side so far as it gives me pleasure. Addiction. A pill doesn't give bliss anymore. I need to take 6 doses of tramadol and I'm still feeling for more. Kwame couldn't survive the seizure when he fell on the floor. Rumors in the neighborhood, the eyes were all yellow. But the crave is so impossible to ignore. He's gone. Beginning to wonder if I'm next. Everywhere daughter is pain cause I get sleepless night. No hope for a job. I'm so weak like a lazy slab. Every dose I need to vomit. White, red, green and yellow. The color scared me until my peers began to whisper. Makes you strong. Boost your energy to work. You are too weak. Be a man for once. I began to linger. Sad we live in a society everyone wants to see your plaster before they give you relief. I'm bleeding and the only friend close to the same monster digging my grave. I need tramadol. Feelings are gone. I've lost touch of reality. Lack of self-esteem. No respect, sadly. I've fallen from my limb, so drugs are my favorite companion. On the street, police look at you twice because you have dark lips. Have commercials on TV about alcohol, so most youths have red lips. If the same people are pointing fingers at the smugglers, it's just another Banbury story of a cock and a bull. Cause without formality, we are the peddlers. Don't push us into bondage in private and pretend to dress our wound with bandage in public. Nanamba Namwa can't only sew the breeches, cause it takes two to tango. Parent, charity begins at home. Spare the rod and spoil the child. Brothers, drugs doesn't mean you are wild, even if it makes you mad in the society. Why should I hide my problems behind trauma if I wake up to face the same reality? You only live once. Protect it whilst you have the chance. Say no to drugs. Say no to tramadol. And be an idol. Call me Mackie Brown. Peace.
Say no to tramadol and be an idol.
True.
And that was from Mark Abraham. See, you wouldn't get this anywhere. Only on the Boom Show. See, the way you write is deep, right? Is there a process you go through before you write? Because, say somebody will be like, oh, I read the Bible before, I begin to, get my inspiration and begin to write. So, what is your writing process like?
Okay, me, I would say my writing process, it's more of spiritual. Because sometimes I go feel day where I go say, today I go write. Challenge, I go day, I no go feel right today. Nothing go come. Sometimes a day randomly, like a day away, the spirit now go come. Challenge today for right. Then that day, the things I go write, be now. So I think it's more of spiritual. It's very more spiritual. Yeah.
Spiritual vibe.
You see that thing?
Spiritual vibe. How many poems have you written so far to your name?
Oh, okay. So far I have like 14, and then I have only 5 released, and then I'm still working on the rest. Where do you want to get to? Say next 5 years. I just want to get to the poetry into the people's hearts, because that's where you can live forever. So I just want to get into people's hearts.
What impact do you want to make in people's hearts?
I just want my little brothers, like kids, to see me, and then they go like, oh, I got inspired because of you. Because of you, I did this. Because of you, like I did that. Because I'm a victim of broken home, and then it wasn't easy growing up with a mother, a single mother. It was terrible. Children of 5, and then being raised by a single mother, like we went through a lot. Me particular, I went through a lot. So anytime I take my pen to write, I just want the youth to think that, hey, Charlie, like broken home doesn't mean like you need to be broken. There is something good that can come out of it. So anytime I take pen, every drop of my ink, I just want the youth to think. Yeah, that was the impact I want to make in the world.
I just like the positive vibe that you give.
Yeah, sure.
You go feel do something for the Boom Show.
Sure.
Yeah.
The
Boom
yeah,
Show.
yeah.
Oh, I go love hear that one. Boom.
Set it boom, boom, boomer. On your 2 pay or Pakistan. The one J swag that comes and makes your night bloom. Peace.
Boom, boom, boom.
You see that thing?
I make your night lovely.
Yeah.
Mr. Manager, what's popping? You did?
Yes, sir. I did.
I say you did a bag that they do things.
How go do up?
Where you find this young man for?
Oh, this young man, let's say, I have known him all my life. But
the song in the background is by EL, man. Mr. Manager, like I said, where did you find this young man at?
Well, this man, I have known him all my life. As in, he's my cousin. But then I really got the inspiration to push him when he did a dirge for my mom, when my mom died. Charlie, the way he dropped the dirge for the funeral, everyone was silent. There were tears all over. And I was like, I have seen you all my life. Haven't heard such a piece from you. So if you could change this whole background with just a dirge, why don't you change the problems of this world with your poet? So that was the discovery of Mike Abraham and this poet we are listening to.
In fact, you are Jay. I mean, before you bounce out, I would like you to give us all